Windows 1.0, 1985. This was Microsoft's first attempt at a graphical interface on top of MS-DOS. It had simple programs like Paint and Calculator, but no overlapping windows. Not really practical, but it proved people wanted more than command lines. Fun fact, Bill Gates demoed it on live TV, and people weren't impressed, yet it still kicked off a revolution. Windows 3.0 and 3.1, 1990 to 1992. These versions were the first big success. They introduced proper icons, smoother multitasking, and better memory management. Businesses started adopting Windows, and it became the standard Office operating system. Windows 3.1 was the first version to include Minesweeper, which became a classic time waster. Windows 95, 1995, game changer. It introduced the Start menu, taskbar, and better multitasking. Plug and play made setting up devices easier, and it became mainstream for both work and home use. Everyone remembers its iconic boot-up sound. Windows 98, 1998, built on 95 but with major improvements for the Internet era. It supported USB devices better, had Internet Explorer built in, and was more stable overall. It felt modern for the growing online world of the late 90s. It was the last Windows-based fully on the old DOS system, Windows ME 2000, designed for home users with digital media features like photo, video, and music support. Unfortunately, it became infamous for being buggy and unstable. Many users avoided it and stuck to older versions. Side note, techies nicknamed it Mistake Edition because of how unreliable it was. Windows 2000, released the same year as ME, but this one was aimed at businesses. It was based on the NT kernel, making it way more reliable and secure. Companies loved it for servers and professional environments. Fun fact, it introduced Active Directory, which businesses still rely on today. Windows XP 2001, one of the most beloved versions ever. It combined a clean, colorful interface with strong stability. Perfect for home, school, and office use, it was so good that people clung to it for over a decade. Even after support ended, XP was still running on ATMS, hospitals, and governments. Windows Vista 2007, Microsoft hyped this as a next-gen system with flashy visuals called Aero. But it demanded powerful hardware most people didn't have, leading to slow performance and driver issues. It quickly became one of the least liked versions. Little detail, Vista was so disliked that some PC makers offered downgrades back to XP. Windows 7, 2009. The big redemption. Windows 7 took Vista's visuals, but made them smoother, faster, and more stable. It worked great for both personal and business use and became one of Microsoft's most popular operating systems ever. Also a fact, over 100 million copies sold in just 6 months, making it one of the fastest-selling OS releases. Windows 8, 2012. Microsoft tried to make PCs feel like tablets with giant tiles and touch-friendly design. It dropped the Start menu, which confused longtime users. Bold experiment, but it flopped hard for desktop users. It was the first Windows to support ARM processors, even though barely anyone used them. Windows 8.1, 2013, a quick fix to calm the backlash. It brought back a version of the Start button and made navigation easier. Better than 8, but still not enough to win back all the fans who had moved on. Microsoft offered it as a free upgrade, something that became normal later with Windows 10. Windows 10, 2015, the one OS for everything. It unified PCS, tablets, and even XBOX under the same system. Constant updates made it secure and long-lasting. It mixed the old Start menu with modern tiles, creating a balanced experience. Microsoft originally said Windows 10 would be the last Windows ever, but then Windows 11 dropped. Windows 11, 2021. The sleek modern version we know today. Rounded corners, centered Start menu, better performance for gaming, and improved multitasking. It feels polished, though older PCs without newer hardware can't upgrade to it. It's the first Windows to require TPM 2.0, a hardware security feature that confused a lot of people.